Today's story is You're Not Ugly, Duckling by Steve Smallman. I read a couple of Steve Smallman's books this week. I love them so much. Not only the story, but the illustrations. They just bring everything, the text, the pictures to life. Yeah? So it's beautiful. You're Not Ugly, Duckling. So this is a twist in the tale about the ugly duckling. But this particular book talks about bullying and how to deal and cope with bullying. So, once upon a time, Mommy Duck sat waiting for her eggs to hatch. At last, crack, 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 out popped 4 adorable ducklings. But one of the eggs didn't hatch. Mommy Duck waited and waited and waited until crack! Out came a duckling who was, well, very different. That's the duckling who was very different from the others. He wasn't cute or fluffy, and he had a rather silly hairdo. Mommy Duck was a bit surprised, but she loved her baby all the same. Mothers have this special love for their babies, no matter what the baby looks like. I think I'll call you Tufty, she said with a smile. That's Tufty. He looks very different with his fluffy hair, and that's his siblings, all staring at him. All the cute little ducklings waddled in a line behind their mom. But Tufty plodded along on his big, flappy feet. That's him there. Beep, 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 went his feet. Quack, went little Tufty. Oh, ew, ew, what an ugly duckling. Ugh, cried the other animals in the farmyard. They laughed at him and chased him around, pecking at his tail and his tufty hair. That's not nice. Leave him alone, cried Mommy Duck. You big bullies. Leave him alone. But it wasn't just big bullies that poor Tufty had to deal with. His brothers and sisters bullied him too. Stop that! Shouted a little sparrow, but they took no notice of her. Tufty got sadder and sadder until one day he ran away. He left a note for Sparrow, and the note said, I've gone to find somewhere I can really fit in. That's very sad. Look at this, cried Sparrow to the ducklings. See what you've done. The ducklings felt terrible. They looked everywhere for Tufty, but they couldn't find him. It was getting late when Mommy Duck called her ducklings back to the safety of the pond. But Sparrow kept on searching and searching and searching until finally she spotted some feathers sticking up out of a clump of reeds. It was Tufty. There you are, Sparrow cried and rushed to give her friend a big feathery hug. What are you doing here? Asked Tufty. Looking for you. Everyone has been so worried for you, said Sparrow. That's the sparrow here. Everyone? Asked Tufty in surprise. Yes, everyone. So can we please go home now? Said Sparrow. The two friends set off together and were almost home when a hungry fox was after Tufty's brothers and sisters. Leave them alone, you big bully! Tufty shouted. The fox turned around and grinned a nasty grin. Oh, look! An ugly duckling with a silly hairdo, said Fox. Look at that ugly duckling. My hairdo is not silly, cried Tufty. Then he rushed straight at the fox, who was so surprised that he jumped backwards and fell into the pond with a great big splash. Serves him right, don't you think? I do. Fox was a very big bully. The ducklings were amazed. That was very brave, they said. Thank you for saving us. Then they all said the words that the ugly duckling had been waiting to hear for a very, very long time. What was it? We were sorry we were so mean to you before, just because you don't look quite like us. You are a brave little brother, and you're not an ugly duckling at all. Aren't I? Said Tufty. The brothers and sisters said sorry for being so mean. No, you're not ugly, said the brothers and sisters. You are a delightfully different duckling. Then, with a happy quack, Tufty, the delightfully different duckling, waddled all the way home, where he lived happily and differently ever after. So that's the end of You're Not Ugly Duckling, a book about how to cope with or recognize the signs for bullying.